Welcome to the South Gloucestershire Food and Drink Festival, a food festival that runs twice a year in the outskirts of Bristol. This was an amazing event with plenty of food and entertainment for the whole family. It was my first time here this year, but I will definitely be back. Today, I'm going to show you everything I ate at this food festival, and at the end of the video, let you know what my favorites were. Also, please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay updated on my food adventures. It is food festival season, so there's so many delicious street food traders I'll be showing you that you won't want to miss. If you're watching this video and you're sad that you missed out, don't feel too bad. This food festival runs twice a year with another one in autumn. Make sure you head to their website linked in the description from whenever you're watching this to see what's next. Also, the highlights of these events are always the traders. A lot of these traders are regular favorites at different street food events throughout the UK. So, if there's any particular location that you're wanting to try, I've linked all the socials below. Be sure to give them a follow to see where they are next. When we first got into the festival, I made a beeline for Cabron Tacos as the #1 place that I wanted to try. Why? Because they were the winners of the People's Choice Award at the Welsh Street Food Awards in 2023. I also appreciated how the owners, Simon and Kath Callow, were inspired to start up this food truck after touring taco trucks in my home state of California. We ordered 2 sets of tacos from them. First was their quesabirria tacos, which were a delightful fusion of tradition and innovation. Queso means cheese, and birria is a rich, spiced Mexican stew traditionally made from goat, but mostly substituted for beef now, probably due to it being easier to source as an ingredient. You see a bit of red onion here to give crunch, and cheese. If you're afraid of spice, I still recommend you try birria. It's not overwhelmingly hot, just warm notes with an incredible depth. Usually the stock the meat is cooked in has the spicy and smoky flavors from Mexican peppers, but also plenty of herbs to add aromatic and earthy notes. Typically, birria comes with a consommé to dip in made from the stock that the beef was cooked in. I don't think that was the case here. The dip was more of a vinegary sauce, but it was still nice. Coriander for a fresh garnish. The second set of tacos we had was their pollo and chorizo tacos. Pollo means chicken, and chorizo is a slightly spiced sausage that adds a smoky and rich flavor. There's also chipotle crema that came on top, which is like a smoky and slightly spiced version of sour cream, adding a flavorful depth. This dish was also nice, but definitely get the quesabirria if you can only fit one thing. Up next is Smokin Griddle, which do classic burgers with a very simple menu. This is their signature burger, which came with crispy bacon, gooey cheese, and a smashed hash brown. We added extra crispy onions on top. Their beef is Welsh PGI, which stands for Protected Geographical Indication. This gives a guarantee for the beef's quality and origins. Our next stop is The Lick, which does Caribbean food. Juicy jerk chicken on the bone, served with spiced gravy, rice, and a vibrant red cabbage slaw. Jerk seasoning originates from Jamaica and often includes allspice as its primary flavor profile. What is allspice? A warm, aromatic flavor that combines the taste of cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. It balances well with the spices from the rest of the jerk seasoning. The chicken here was super well cooked and very juicy and tender. Let's venture to Italy now with Bocca Di Bianchi, serving up some Italian street food sandwiches. These Italian subs were jam-packed. They definitely did not skimp on the portion sizes here. Beef shin ragu with some bresaola, which is this air-dried seasoned beef that is a specialty from Lombardy in Italy. So we have some beef on beef action. The Parmesan crisps on top gave it even more of a rich umami. Staying in Italy now is non solo pasta, which serves up quite a few different things that you can take away with you from the festival, including these cannolis. If you've never had cannolis before, you're missing out. They're one of my favorite desserts, and I can't help but get them every time I see them. They originated from Sicily and are crispy pastry tubes filled with sweetened ricotta cheese. Also from Non Solo Pasta is this arancini ball stuffed with venison ragu, which is basically a slow-cooked meat sauce. Arancini is another Sicilian delight and is a fried Italian rice ball that varies in its fillings. Next, I asked the guy to recommend me something and he pointed out their special for the day, which are these pasta fritters. Similar to the arancini, only pasta instead of rice. This one was their chili and garlic. Next up is Chicken Shack, which serves up buttermilk fried chicken burgers. The first green flag is that they use chicken thighs, which led them to retain their juice in the frying process. Here was their Maryland burger. Fried chicken Maryland style is known for a crispy coating and flavorful seasoning of usually paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and more. It's met with some slaw, garlic mayo, pickles, and cheese, all hugged by a soft bun. Attached to Chicken Shack in the same kitchen is KDogs, a brand new food pop-up serving up Korean-style hot dogs, which is a popular street food from South Korea. It features a hot dog, cheese, or both, coated in a batter and rolled in breadcrumbs or other toppings like the diced potatoes we got here. Finally, it's all deep fried to a golden crispy brown and topped with your choice of sauce. We went with the classic ketchup and mustard. It's a dish that combines familiar flavors with novel textures. I couldn't leave the South Gloucestershire Food Festival without heading over to the Melted Cheese Company to have their raclette. You can choose to have it traditionally over smashed baby potatoes or fries. We had fries as not long before coming to the festival we were thinking that we haven't had good fries in a while, so we were craving some. Raclette is a Swiss delight all about melting cheese and scraping it over some potato. For a balance of flavor, it came with some really nice gherkins, crispy onions, chopped chives, and a bit of red cabbage. Oh, and of course we paid extra for bacon. Super indulgent, but worth it. Our final savory for the day was Aroma Grill, which specializes in picanha steak, a South American cut similar to sirloin, but more tender and juicier. What's even more incredible is that they pride themselves in allowing you to taste the purity of the meat, so they don't use any oil or vegetable fat on the grill. The steak is cooked in its own fat and the result is amazing. Super juicy and tender and went great over chips with some caramelized onions. Unfortunately, with that, we hit the food wall even though there were loads more places that I wanted to try. Out of all the savories I've had today, my top recommendations would be the chicken burger from the Chicken Shack and the quesabirria tacos from El Cabron. You just can't go wrong with birria. Maybe I'm biased as a Californian, I don't know, but I feel like the gospel of birria needs to be spread far and wide. For dessert, I had to get some Mr. Whippy ice cream and made a stop at Flapjackery for some takeaway flapjacks. Flapjacks in the UK are different to what Americans call flapjacks, as a bit of a fun fact. If you're American, flapjacks are the same as pancakes. If you're British, you picture a handheld sweet treat made with oats held together by golden syrup. You guys, I've never seen so many flapjack flavors in my life. We went for clotted cream fudge, millionaires, which is caramel and milk chocolate, and creme brulee, all of which were really indulgent. My final stop was Sunflour Cakery, which I couldn't resist after seeing their options on display. A lot of it looked like it was straight out of a fever dream from my childhood. Here we have their New York City style giant stuffed cookie, which has Biscoff flavor on the inside. Super chewy and soft, amazing texture as a New York City cookie should be. Next is a Freddo and caramel stuffed cream cookie sandwich. Again, perfectly chewy textures here. We also had their fudge cookie bar, which was wonderfully indulgent. Peanut also looked like he loved their cupcake. Overall, we had an absolutely fabulous day out at the South Gloucestershire Food Festival. There was live entertainment, people sitting on blankets out on the lawn, plenty of food, and fun carnival-style games if you're coming with children. It's really a great day out for the whole family that is well worth the visit, whether you're here for their spring festival like me or their autumn one in September. I highly recommend you keep updated on when the next one is. Don't forget to have a look at the description to follow the vendors as well to see what they're up to next. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate the support. Also, let me know in the comments section what you would have wanted to try, and if you've had any of these traders before, what did you think? Food festival season has only just begun, so I'll be posting more videos soon to show you why this is my favorite time of year in the UK. Until next time.